Right, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for hitting the likes goal. Yeah, nice to hit it again. I know I forgot the pinwheel last time, and I loads of people, telling me, oh, you need to do the pinwheel. I've done it this time. So just yeah, it's done now. But yeah, good timing because we've reached the end of the page one podcast. So we can get some Q&A in before we get to the main poetry stream. So if you have any questions for me, just put them in the chat, and I'll answer them. Thank you very much. I think the compliment on the shirt. I did. Obviously I've got it out for the summer events. The Brad React, damn it, summer events, and people seem to like it. They like the shirts I'm wearing. Like I was dressed differently. I washed my hair. I washed it, and yeah, people like it. So if you guys like it, then I guess I'll wash, and put on a shirt. That's seems the thing to do, isn't it? But yeah, it was. I enjoyed. Thomas Doggo. Oh. Okay, he's left. He's shooting some wires down there. that dog. But yeah, no, thank you for the compliment on the shirt, and glad you guys are liking it. Yeah. No, I did not know that, Clive, about Shakespeare. That's an interesting, very interesting. Thank you for telling me that. Do you feel like your content has changed since you began making it? Yes, it's that's interesting because I've said this before, publicly. I was very slow to kind of take up some of the the things that other content creators made use of in their content. I didn't start streaming and posting to YouTube until early last year. But prior to that, for those that maybe are kind of newer fans, I used to distribute my poetry as a newsletter, which I delivered to people via carrier pigeon. That's and I by my own admission, I was I was behind the times. Other people were saying, "Oh, YouTube's this great thing, you should," and I was like, "No, I liked how personable it felt. It felt like receiving a letter from a friend, almost. Not many of them did get there. The pigeons I had were not. I don't think they were trained. I don't think I ever saw. I never saw them again. Actually, I think I got 5, and they all just went. So I guess hey, I got there eventually. Well, we're here on YouTube now, and and I guess the other thing that I'd say is in my early poetry days, I would write a lot of kind of sexual, kind of style content in my poetry. Because I was young, I was immature. I've changed now. Let's say it's been a whole year since I started that stuff. But what I would do, because I didn't want my fans at the time to feel uncomfortable with all the the sexual content in my poems, is that randomly what I would do is when I was reading the poetry, I would just out of nowhere scream a racial slur to kind of, so it wasn't to make it less uncomfortable. It would kind of just take people by surprise, and they would suddenly just forget. This is sex stuff. So but you could, back then, a year ago, you could do that. That was, people were fine with that. Nobody complained. But now, in 2024, you can't just shout racial slurs anymore. And even as just as a joke, obviously, because of the fucking idiots. At the same time, I have changed for the better. So yeah. So it's gone quite, it's a lot of changes. So kind of, yeah. I mean, honestly, it got really started because of the trolls that would attack me and my content. That they were bringing stuff up. They got me kicked out of Teespring. With my mugs that I had. My mugs with BRD poetry, because you could put T in that, so it's like it's a nice shirt, but you good luck getting those anymore. Because if I threw this pinwheel, probably now that's going to be clipped and be like, oh, he's angry, he's attacking he's breaking his stuff, and it's like, no, it's not that big a deal, you fucking idiots. It doesn't matter, okay? But that's just how that's how it is now. No, Clive. The racial slur didn't rhyme. I didn't make that. That's not the. They weren't. That's not the point. They weren't a part of the proper poetry. That's not the point. It was just. I say it was. Just kind of just to make it so people were less uncomfortable with the sexual stuff. You see. So that was all. It wasn't. It didn't need to rhyme. What can you rhyme with? Yeah. So yeah. Do we have a super chat? I don't think we'd had any yet. Oh, we did. Oh, sorry, I must have missed that earlier. I do apologise. There we go. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we had a super chat for £5 earlier. So I'll just get that on the leaderboards. So I apologise for that. There we go. There we go. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. That super chat. That's